I'm gonna show you this. I'm gonna play the story of what we was talking about when I was saying, and I have changed my mind slightly when I was disagreeing about putting somebody's career over their marriage.
I have the butthole for asking my husband to turn down his dream job for my career. I'm a 33-year-old female, and I'm the breadwinner of our household. I have multiple highly specialized degrees for a niche industry. I make over $200,000 with potential to get in the 600K to 1 million range. My company hasn't been hit that badly by COVID, so most of us have kept our jobs, but we're held to strict standards. My husband, who's 36, has a broad degree in work experience. He quit his job right before COVID hit, hoping for a better job in the meantime, and I was supportive. He spent a ton of time applying to various jobs and finally landed an interview at Organization X. This is his dream job in almost every imaginable way. However, it's paying about $65,000 a year, which would be fine, except this job directly puts my job stability at risk. My company and this organization are adversarial at best. My field is extremely secretive, and if clients discovered my spouse was working for a competitor, I would be permanently tainted. I wouldn't be able to get a job in that industry forever. I know this sounds like an exaggeration, but I promise you it's absolutely not. It'd be like if I worked in protecting the privacy of celebrities and he worked for TMZ. If he tapped my car, got into my work devices, he could use that to advance his career, and any trust I have in this field will be gone. Even if I trusted my husband not to do that, my clients and company don't. Worse, because my background is so specialized, this is the only field I can work in. I asked him to drop out from consideration for this job, since if he got it, we'd lose my income. $65K a year cannot support us in this city. Plus, he doesn't have to work for this organization. Even if the job market is awful right now, his background gives him access to a wide range of jobs, but I only have this one niche field. He was extremely angry and said I was selfish and only cared about money. I told him that if he wanted to go back to school for an advanced degree or just be unemployed for a while, I would support him. But taking this job isn't possible. He continued the process behind my back and got the offer. He wants to accept it because he says that his career needs to take priority and that I wasn't being a supportive wife. I feel so betrayed, and I've contacted all relevant higher-ups in my company to inform them. I notified them as soon as he got the interview because it's better coming from my email than from a background check. I told him that he could decline the offer with me physically watching him decline it, or he could accept the offer and move out immediately. I would pay for him to stay 2 weeks at a hotel, and we would begin divorce proceedings. My company is willing to take care of all my legal fees. I feel effing awful. I still love him. I moved decisively because this was the best way to cut my losses, but it still hurts. He called me heartless and cold. It's true that I was prioritizing my career over his, but it felt like the only option at the time. OP, I think I'm gonna.
Okay, here is why I changed my mind.
Because you were wrong.
Can I finish now?
Sure.
Sure, thank you. Here is why I changed my mind. Because I never said that I'm not still growing. I'm still learning, and unlike Theas, I can admit when I'm wrong. So, hey, you took a shot at me, buddy. I'm gonna get you back.
I gladly admit when I'm wrong.
Whatever. Okay. The deal is this. I have no problem with you getting a job, but your job should not affect my job. That's not how this works. And she kindly was trying to pay you to go back to school and everything else, find another job somewhere else, whatever. She did go out of her way to try to make sure that whatever position that you get is not going to put her job and career in danger. And this job is. So now I did have a chance to sit around and go, dude, why are you so gun-ho of getting this job? Like, what is it about this job that you just willing? Because how I said it last time was, oh, well, dude, come on, you're putting your career over marriage. That's dangerous, everything else. But now I'm coming to the conclusion of, no, dude, why are you putting your marriage in danger for trying to get this job? Like, what is it about this job that's paid significantly
about the
less
job.
than your wife's
It's
job?
not about the job.
It's about he has inadequacy issues. And while he may be trying to handle it as best he knows how, this is like his kind of breaking point as far as his development. Like, he probably was rolling with it all the way through. But after you've been unemployed for a little while, and all the money's coming from the other person, that accumulates. It gets real heavy. Even if you logically know why you're in this situation, the fact remains you are 100% beholden to this other person.
Sure are.
So now here you have an opportunity to go to work. It's a job that you think you would truly enjoy. And so his immaturity and his stress level probably got into the same car and they driving him crazy. So that's what I think happened with this. Because at the end of the day, your wife's job is established, specialized, and earns more than 3 times what you're talking about getting paid. This ain't a hard call.
I'm just wondering why she have to say anything. She could have just kept this to herself. Been like,
but
Kept what to
in
herself?
some
the fact that he got a
companies,
job. I'd be like, well, I didn't know.
No, because it would come up on if she specialized the way she said, and she says it's very secretive. That means she has security clearances.
Mm-hmm.
That background
I
check
forgot
would
that
have
part.
definitely come up.
Yeah,
And then her boss would have been like,
It will come up.
we need to
Yeah.
talk.
Why didn't you tell me about?
I
Yeah,
didn't know.
that's,
Why am I first hearing about
you
this?
didn't know
this
that your
way?
spouse got
you
a.
don't know that your spouse is working for
Mm-mm.
our adversary.
I don't know nothing.
Well, that
Okay,
makes
well,
you
then
even
that
more of a
means that you-
security risk.
Thank you, because that means
He
that
moved
you
out
are
months
not-
ago. I don't
you're
know
not
what
attuned
happened.
to your surroundings.
We get a
and
divorce. I don't know what happened.
Tracy.
That's why her job,
means-
her job was like, well, we'll pay for the divorce.
Yep.
If you
Tracy,
serious,
that
we'll
means
pay
that
for it.
you are not keen to your private lives that could actually put our company in danger.
Does she work for
And
the
thus, I
CIA?
don't think you're deemed.
Doesn't matter who
to-
she works for.
It's
She can work
possible.
for Walgreens. She can work for Walgreens, and her husband's getting a position at CVS. It's
Right.
still the situation of, from a company standpoint, we could stand to lose millions because of your relationship.
And here's the deal,
Nah.
Tracy. Right or wrong, here's the deal. Right or wrong, the company is only going to think you are married to the man who is working for our competitor.
And use it to your advantage.
No, and that's the thank
See,
you.
This is
And
why
that's
you
what's
ain't
going to
never
get you
gonna get a
fired.
security clearance.
That
Tracy.
is exactly what it's going to
Hey,
do.
I don't work in them
Because
type of fields.
both companies are going to think, what are you telling your spouse about our?
Maybe he talking his
And I don't
sleep,
know
and
what
she can
they
learn
do,
some
but
secrets. Be like,
Tracy
see,
sitting here talking about go be a double agent.
That's what
This is
I
how
mean.
you get fired and go to jail.
But that's what I mean. But Tracy is like, be a double
Mhm.
agent. What's the problem with that?
No trust issues
It's
here.
like, what?
Mhm.
So she told the formula of Coke. What's
Yeah,
the
but she's
problem
right
with
though.
that?
What he did, he very clearly is putting something else ahead of the marriage.
and
It's
maybe
not
he's
her
tired
doing
of her.
it, it's him.
Maybe he's just sick of her tomorrow. I make more money than you. It got getting on his
That could
last
be.
word. Nerves.
It could be.
Because some women are real.
I'm gonna
hard
be
to
with
deal
Parker. No company should be able to. Thank you, Parker. I'm gonna agree with Parker
Say
on
what
this
now?
one. I agree with what Parker
Yes, they
said.
can.
You should be allowed to decide what one of
I
I'm not
agree.
telling you where your spouse has to
job
work.
is.
I'm
Not
telling you
what
where your
it-
spouse
not-
can't
no,
work.
no.
You don't work for the FBI. You don't work for the CIA.
I-
you don't
I-
work
And
for the
go work
president.
somewhere else.
Look, and trust me, and y'all know that I'm not a corporate whatever for a while now. So yeah, but no company should be allowed to decide what one of their employee spouse's job is.
Sure
You're
should.
absolutely right. However, when your spouse is working for somebody that can put the whole company in danger, they're
They
not.
don't know how to
They
use
would
that.
just
They
get
can
rid
use
of
that
that
for their
person and be
advantage.
moved on. So no, I'm not gonna tell you what your
Because it's obvious
spouse's
she's
job could
proven
be.
that she could keep secrets, so she's not a blabbermouth. But maybe he is.
And he could take, and she could take, and
And
I'm
if
telling
he
you all
is,
the stuff
she
that
is
these
now
people
a
are saying.
security risk
I don't know
herself.
if you talking your, I don't know if you talking your sleep. I don't know
Yep.
if your spouse gets on the computer late at night without your knowledge. I don't know if he
It ain't that
said
deep.
something that he
I
could
don't know
take
if he's
to
a
the group.
gambler. See, these things all get checked out. I mean, I didn't even have jobs that had security clearance, and they still want to make sure that ain't nobody got a gambling problem. They want to know any family members who have been in jail. They want to know. I've had to answer all those questions because there are certain things that can put you at risk of putting them at risk. So the company has a right to screen for who they want to hire.
But Parker, here's the deal
I'm
though.
gonna still
is
agree with
it,
Parker.
I don't like the idea of I have a niche job where it's very hard for me to find another job in this field anywhere else.
Who does she
And you're
work for?
putting
That
my
is,
job in danger because you have to get this job. Like, no,
it's only 3
sorry,
or 4
but
places she
no.
could work where this would be. She's married to a United States congressperson or senator, CIA or FBI or Department of Justice. Is one of those 4.
No, not really.
No, it could be as
There's many other
it literally
choices.
could be
Or a
as simple
defense
as he worked
contractor.
for Coke
Doesn't
and he
have to be
wants to get a
defense.
job at Pepsi.
Nope.
Anytime you're dealing with trade secrets, depending upon what your role is, there you go.
Everybody know the recipe for Pepsi nastiness with a bunch of sugar.
That's what I'm saying, Mickey. The company ain't gonna decide where your employee spouse is working, but they can make the decision about where you work.
You are work. That's true.
Yep.
They can.
I'm not telling you.
They ain't making
Yeah.
a decision for the spouse,
Your
but they
husband
are
can
gonna
go
make a
work.
decision for you.
Yep. Your husband can go work. You could be working for the CIA, and your husband can go work for Russia. You no longer work for the CIA.
I'm gonna still agree with Parker. Unless it's something, it's got to be
It
something.
doesn't have to be. I'm telling you, it could be something as simple as Walgreens. Whatever it
No,
is,
one
this
person
is-
works for Walgreens, other works for CVS. That's not a problem.
it depends on their roles in
It
the
depends on
organization.
what it is.
If they're both management, like, what's that gonna be a
You
problem?
see, you're thinking on the level of management. But
And-
when
and
you
we're-
start talking about
Executive. Okay, well,
it's
Yeah.
a problem.
And we're still talking, and we're still trying to. And I'm not jumping on you, Tracy, but you keep missing this one point. Well, okay, I am jumping on you, but you keep missing the one point. You're the one shook your head, and I'm not jumping on you, but you keep missing this one specific point. She worked for a company in a niche position that's very hard to come by if she even finds it with another company. She makes 3 times as much as her husband, and her husband has decided, because whatever the reason
he
is,
tired of
threw
her
out
putting his
whatever the
salary
reason
over
is,
his
but
head.
still,
He tired of it.
you're putting her job that has a niche position in jeopardy, which means great. Even if she gets fired from her position, does not mean she will ever get a position like that in another company ever again. Let me add this. And don't think, even if she does get a interview, luckily with another company in that niche, that is not going to come out why she was fired from the previous company.
Oh, just say things didn't work out. You can
That's
always
not how
You
it
wanna
works.
lie
when
your
you
way
got
through
a-
all of
a
employment.
position that pays
Good God.
$200,000 a year.
That's not a lot. Things didn't work out. Her husband decided to be a turncoat.
It's going to
Tracy,
come out.
Tracy, I know. I don't know. I
It
can't
is-
tell if you being silly or you being serious.
She has no. In my opinion, she doesn't have it right now. Y'all disagree with me, but
If you're saying to your employee that you will be fired if your spouse take a job at a certain place,
I'm
then
sorry, you
yes, the
guys.
company has decided the job.
I'm gonna have to
Come
agree
on.
with
Come
Parker
on,
again.
Kelly. You broaden this
No.
out a little bit. What this is a situation of
They trying to
is
tell
if
her what to do with her
if you
personal life.
occupy a role that involves trade secrets for this company, then you are under the umbrella. You signed paperwork for this. Believe me, you have.
Mm-hmm.
Letting you know that you can't do this. Just like I've had jobs, because I come from the financial industry, they do non-competes on us all the time. Like, and that's a much lower threshold. That's just saying, hey, you left Chase, you can't go work for Wells Fargo. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I got a job now who I signed. First of all, I signed so many paperwork that like, ooh. But here's the fact: I signed so much paperwork of an excubity, or however you say that word. I couldn't get a janitorial job in the same building, just for a part-time job. They wouldn't even allow me to do it, for the simple fact that I could run up on something else and put the company in danger, put the building in danger. That's how serious it is. That's why I'm saying it's not as simple as go, just say you lied and you didn't know. No.
I'm throwing
They
out
know.
possibilities.